What's up, guys? Continuing the reviews of my pistol collection here with a KJW SIG P229 replica. Now this is the older one, the first version that came out, but I also have one of the newer ones. And this one's been kind of customized a little bit. It has, the slide's been polished a little bit, and it has a different barrel, outer barrel in it. But I'm not really going to be talking about this one because I don't use it as much and I have more experience with this older one. I may do a video of that newer one later, but for right now this is the one I'm going to do. So I've had this probably about 8 months, going on a year now. Been my primary gun since my Taurus Beretta, or my Taurus M92 broke a while back. But let's just get into it. Start with the magazine. I think this holds, it's like 25 rounds or something like that. I usually don't fill it all the way up. I usually put about 20 in here. You know, it's actually kind of a decent mag. It doesn't lock into place. And you gotta be careful down here at the bottom. It kind of widens out a little bit, so if you get it down there, then the BBs can kind of come out. But it locks into place well. It holds gas well. I haven't had any problems with it so far. That other one that I have, I bought it used off a guy, and the magazine was already messed up, and it is one of the newer ones that hasn't been out for a while, so it may just not have been stored properly, but you know. So externally, I really like this gun. This is the service gun that I use, you know, pretty much every day, so I'm really accustomed to the feel of the SIG. And you know, this one actually does the real SIG justice. I mean, there's no, externally looking at it, there's no difference, except I shoot the one that's the DAK, so there's no decocking lever, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. You know, you got your magazine release here. This is the decocking lever that actually works, so if I cock the gun and I push down on this, it decocks the hammer, and then your first shot is double action, and then your follow-up shots are all single action. Then your slide release is right here, and this is your takedown lever, and then you have a little bitty rail section here, and oh, and also a little like lanyard loop, so in case you want to do one of those lanyards. But it feels really good. It fits my hand really well, and you know, I don't know if you can gauge how big my hand is, but not terribly. I don't have giant hands, but they're not small. But you know, it still has the KJ Works trades, because this is the older one, whereas the newer one has the actual P229 and SIG SAEUR trades on it. So, but it doesn't really bother me. You don't really notice it because you're gripping it the whole time. It actually has a really nice finish on it. You know, I've been taking this in and out of holsters, and there's no wear from the serpa I've been using on it. So, I mean, it's held up pretty well for just a basic black flat paint job on it. So let's go on a takedown of it. So what I like to do is cock the gun, and then you just kind of rotate this lever down, and then your slide just comes right off. And the one thing I'm going to say about this gun is the recoil spring stock in this older one was terrible. It took so long for it to recoil, it was ridiculous, because the spring was so weak. And what was really weird was, this actually is the spring from the newer one that I took out and put in here, which is, it doesn't extend very far past this, and the one that actually came in here was about this far out of it. So the spring must have been super weak, because it was just, it took forever for the slide to actually cycle, and you know, it was pretty bad. But now it does pretty well. See if I can get it in the light. Right here is your hop-up wheel. You can't really see that, but so you adjust your hop-up. Mine was pretty good when I got it, so I can get out to about 50-ish feet pretty reliably, and as far as I can tell, there's a plastic valve down in there, and but other than that, I mean, it works pretty well. So, and then to reassemble, you kind of just line that up, pull that on, and then rotate this back up, and then it's good. And do that decocking lever. But you know, it's a pretty good gun. These are actually fairly cheap. They're only about, I think you can go on Castaway and they have them for like $115, these older versions. But like I said, the only thing I didn't like about this gun was that recoil spring. It was just, I was using it in a game and it makes it really, you know, gas, you know, I'm trying to think of the word. It uses a lot of gas because of that long recoil. And especially if it's really cold. I was using this when it was cold and it was not working at all. Like I got maybe 8 shots out of the magazine, which usually I can get a whole mag off with one fill when it's, you know, 70, 80 degrees out. But when it gets cold, it just doesn't function. So I'd use my KSC Glock 26. But you know, if you're looking to do a SEAL loadout or someone that uses a SIG, you can't really go wrong with this. It's good, it's cheap. The new one has shot pretty well for me so far as well. So I mean, so far it's been a pretty good gun. If anything changes, I'll be sure to update it. But at this point, you know, it's not the best gun out there. I don't think it's not as good as my Glock 26, but it's you know, it's a gas pistol and it does what it needs to do most of the time. So I like it. As usual, post any questions, comments in the comment section, and thanks for watching.